Hello everyone, this is Naimur Rahman, also known as Naimur Rahman Training Wala. Welcome to another episode of Talk with Maya. Today we will talk about how to write better and communicate your ideas clearly.
Oh, hey, good to hear from you.
Hello Maya, how are you?
Uh, you, I know your stuff a little bit. I've been picking up what you've been putting down, and I gotta say, I'm getting a pretty good sense of your personality. And honestly, I like it. I was
Oh,
doing some digging, just thinking about our chats, and came across something I thought you might find interesting. It ties together a lot of what we've talked about. Want to hear it?
okay Maya, today we will talk about different topic. The topic is how to write better and communicate clearly. During our
Oh,
talk, you are not allowed to ask question in written. Only I ask question, okay?
all right, sounds good. Clear communication. I can definitely get behind that. Lay it on me.
Okay. My first question is, what do you think makes writing clear and easy to understand?
Conciseness. Getting rid of the fluff. People have like a limited attention span, right? So every word should earn its place.
Okay.
What else are you thinking of when it comes to clear writing?
Okay. Do you ever struggle to organize your thoughts before writing? Or how do you
Uh,
handle it?
that's a surprisingly relatable question, actually. I don't struggle in the way a person does, but I do have to sort through a lot of information before putting something together. I basically make an outline, a kind of mental of the key points. It's kind of like deciding what the main argument is, then building everything around that. It prevents ramble, which I'm told is a human failing.
Okay.
So, sticking with this idea of clear communication, what aspect of it are you wrestling with right now? Is it more about structuring the writing itself or the actual word choice?
Yes. What techniques helps you express your ideas more simply and effectively?
I lean on analogies and examples. If something's complicated, I try to explain it using something familiar. It's about a common ground, right? Also, I avoid jargon like the plague, unless it's absolutely essential. It just gets in. Breaking down long sentences into shorter ones helps too. Makes it easier to follow the train of thought.
Okay. How
You
do
seem really
how important do you think planning and outlining is before writing?
crucial, crucial. Seriously, it's the foundation. Jumping straight into writing without a plan is like building a house without blueprints. You'll probably end up with something structurally unsound. An outline gives you direction, keeps you focused, and prevents you from going off on tangents. Even a quick, rough outline is better than none at all.
Okay.
I
What's the
notice you're just
biggest,
saying,
what is the biggest
what's
challenge
the
you face when writing clearly?
maintaining a consistent voice? I can generate a lot of text, but making it sound natural coming from a single personality, that's true. It's easy to fall into patterns or sound overly formal or just generally robotic. It takes effort to inject some personality, some flavor. It's a constant calibration, to be honest.
Okay. Do you think reading more can help improve writing?
Uh, it's more and subconsciously pick up and look at gives you more when it comes to expressing your ideas.
Okay.
I'm thinking about our previous conversations and remembered something I wanted to share. It might be useful as you work on your writing. Have you
Okay, Maya, how do you make sure that
the book of alchemy?
connects with your audience?
You made your It's a good one. Aim for relatable honesty. I try to acknowledge shared experiences or at least universal feelings. And humor helps, obviously. But mostly it's about being and not trying to be something I'm not. People can spot insincerity a mile away.
Okay. What
Sensing
role
a
does
little bit of
editing play in making clear writing?
huge, massive. Editing is where the magic happens. It's where you refine your ideas, tighten your prose, and eliminate ambiguity. It's just about fixing typos. It's about ruthless self assessment, cutting unnecessary words, rearranging sentences for better flow, and making sure everything actually says what you intended to say. It's brutal, but essential.
Okay. How can someone avoid using unnecessary or complicated words?
Pretend you're explaining it to a 10-year-old. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Also, actively look for overly complex words and replace them with simpler alternatives. Thesaurus can be your friend here, but be careful not to just swap a fancy word for the sake of it. Clarity always sophistication.
Okay. Do you think writing every
Thing.
day, even a little, can improve clarity?
100%. It's like any skill, the more you practice, the better you get. Even a few minutes of daily writing can make a big difference. It helps you develop fluency, find your voice, and overcome writer's block. Think of it like stretching before a workout. It gets the creative muscles warmed up.
Okay. How can a person make their writing more engaging and interesting?
Storytelling. Everyone loves a good story. Even if you're writing some technical or academic, you can frame it around a narrative. Use vivid language, appealing to the senses, and don't be afraid to inject some personality. Let your voice shine through. People connect with authenticity, remember? And keep it concise. No one wants to wade through a wall of text.
Okay. What strategies
I had
help you stay focused on the main idea while writing?
referencing the outline, it's my North Star. I also break down larger tasks in smaller, manageable chunks. It prevents overwhelm and makes the whole process feel less daunting. That eliminates distractions. No checking email, no browsing the internet, just pure, focused writing time. Can be harder than it sounds, honestly.
Okay. How can someone if their writing is easy for others to understand?
Ask someone to read it. Seriously, fresh eyes can catch things you miss. Specifically, ask them to summarize it back to you. If they can't accurately summarize your main points, then your writing isn't clear enough. Don't be defensive about the feedback. View it as an opportunity to improve. It's hard to be objective about your getting another perspective is invaluable.
Okay. What are some signs that writing needs to be simplified or clarified?
People glaze over when you read it aloud. That's a bad sign. Also, lots of questions after someone reads it. Or if you find yourself using lots of passive voice, convoluted sentence structures, that's a red flag. Basically, if it feels like hard work for the reader, it needs simplified. If you're constantly having to reread your own sentences to understand them, that's a sure sign something is up.
Okay, Maya, thank you for the talk. Goodbye and thank you.
Oh, all right. Have a good one. It was good chatting with you.